Hi, I'm Melanie from Nova Scotia, Canada, and this is Adventures in Groceryland. Happy Natal Day! Today is Monday, August the 4th, and it is Natal Day here in Nova Scotia. So happy Natal Day for anybody in Nova Scotia. Happy Civic Holiday, whatever each and every one of the provinces is having, if you're not in Nova Scotia. I hope you are enjoying your day. It's nice and sunny out. I'm getting my video uploaded a little bit late, and I'm excited about this one because I have another extreme grocery haul. This one is produce. Well, I mean, there's other things besides produce, but I got a phenomenal quantity of produce. You're going to have to check it out. $57 I paid out of pocket, and I actually got, I'm going to say $80. So I did a $20 PC optimum points redemption, and I used approximately $3 in fast fuel coupons. But of course, I got lots of sales. So the value that I actually got for $57 is probably closer to $90 or $100 worth. Check it out. These little Danone yogurt drinks, the strawberry ones only, are on for 99 cents. And I'm thinking that would be something that would be good to have in some smoothies. But what I'm wondering is if I can use this coupon for a yogurt product with the Dairy Farmers of Canada logo, which that does have, I've already checked, and get it for 50 cents. Curious. This week I spent $57.51 cash. I redeemed $20 worth of PC Optimum points, several fast fuel coupons, and I also took advantage of a Flashfood offer. So that was really fantastic. I shopped at Sobeys, Superstore, Avery's, which is a local farm market chain in my area. Bargain Harley's, hadn't been there in quite some time. And my mom and dad came to stay with us for the weekend, and they live near a No Frills, and there was a couple really great deals, and I asked them to pick those up for me. And so I have some No Frill items as well. Let's get started with, let's do Bargain Harley's first. So I hadn't been to Bargain Harley's in a while. There was a comment on the last video where I repurposed some pizza soup that I had made with tomatoes from Bargain Harley's. So there were some comments, and I thought, I haven't been in there in a long time. I should stop in, and I'm glad I did. They had these sugar cookie toast crunch cereals on for 99 cents. So that's a phenomenal buy. Handsome One absolutely loves cereal. And they had tomato paste, Unico tomato paste, on for 69 cents. So with 3 of the cereal and 4 of the tomato pastes, I spent $5.73. My next shop was at Sobeys, and so first, let's talk about the big shop at Sobeys. It was $28.27. It is what I spent the most money at one store this week. So they had mussels on sale, and they were on for $2 a pound. They have them packaged in 5-pound bags, which is very easy. So right off the bat, there was $10 for mussels. I also picked up some grapes, and the grapes were $2.99 a pound, and let me just grab my receipt, and I paid $5.24 for the grapes. I got tomatoes and bananas. The bananas were baking bananas, which you could probably tell from the color of them. And for the bananas, I paid 61 cents, and the tomatoes, they were on for, I believe, $2.49 a pound. They were $2.47. I needed milk. Well, actually, I think we have a little bit left, but the Handsome One asked me to pick up milk. No deals on milk this week. It's just the regular lactose-free price, which is expensive compared to regular milk, $6.89. And I picked up some Chester's corn twists. These are cheese flavored. They were $2.25, so a big bag of cheesies or cheese twists. And I did end up getting one of the Danone yogurt drinks, and I was able to use my coupon. So you can see the vendor coupon there on the bottom. So my grand total was $28.27. And then I thought I am going to be trying to get the ingredients for hodgepodge. So we haven't had any hodgepodge this year, but we have harvested our first crop of potatoes. So we have new potatoes. So I ended up grabbing a farmer's blend, and I used fast fuel coupons towards this. So the cost was $3.49, and I was able to get the cost down to 23 cents cash out of pocket by using the fast fuel coupons. So far so good. Sobeys and Bargain Harleys. Then when I realized that my mom was coming out, I right away went on the No Frills flyer to check and see what deals they had on. And they had buns on for card holders, so member pricing. If you activated the pricing in the app, they had them on for $1. So it's Wonder Buns, either the 8 hamburgers or 8 hot dogs. So I asked my mom to pick me up 2 packs of the hot dog buns, 1 pack of the hamburger buns. These got a little bit squished, but that's fine. They will still work. And I think this is just the regular cost, but I saw these highlighted in the flyer, and I asked her to pick me up some olives. So she got me a $2 bottle of olives, grand total $5 at No Frills. My next big purchase was at Superstore. So Superstore had very expensive fancy steaks on. So sirloin steak cap. Why does that say Australian? What does that mean? Does that mean these are from Australia? Or it's an Australian cut? I don't really know what that means. So if you know what that means, you can tell me. This wasn't like this in the store. I did this jamming it in the fridge. This was $15.06. So yikes. Woo! Expensive. Not really for this cut, but expensive for me. So I thought, all right, I'm going to get this and I'm going to redeem points. I want to redeem $20 worth of points. So this was $15.06. I needed to spend $5 more if I wanted to redeem $20 worth of points. And guess what happens to be marked down? So these lean ground porks, they were regular $5, $4.99. They were marked down 50%, so I got them for $2.50 each. It brought my grand total up to $20.06, and I do have a receipt for this, $20.06. And you can see here that I redeemed the $20 worth of loyalty. So I actually paid 6 cents for the steak and the lean ground pork. Lean ground pork is going to go straight in the freezer. And I'm going to move this over like this. It's very sunny out today, so the sun's shining in the window. So I am going to actually have the two, so the one on the left that I'm touching with my thumb, the one in the middle, those look about the same size, so those will be packaged together. And then the other one is bigger, and I'm going to package that separately. Maybe I have another steak somewhere in the freezer that could match up with that, but that's going to be great. I'm very excited about it, and I actually think it's a long weekend here. I had a vacation day tied into the long weekend, so it's a little bit of an extra week, extra long time off for me. Wouldn't mind having these steaks this weekend. That would be great. Anyways, I like redeeming my points for maybe some specialty things that I wouldn't necessarily just grab for myself. Then I shopped at Avery's. So this is where the ingredients are coming for my hodgepodge. I got radishes, a red onion, a bunch of carrots, jalapeno, and beans. I asked for a receipt so that I could go over the prices. They gave me one. I didn't look at it. I just put it in my purse. And then after the fact, I looked at it. So I spent $9.76, which I think is phenomenal for all of this stuff. And it doesn't have the breakdown. So I'm going to try to remember the breakdown. The radishes are easy. They were $1.49 flat rate. Ooh, the carrots. I am going to say the carrots were $4.49 for the bunch. The red onion was $1.99 a pound, which is a great per pound price. I really love to have a red onion always on hand because if I make a fun cold salad, it just gives a little pop of color, but also the flavor of the onion. Jalapeno, it was a per pound price. I cannot remember. And same with the beans, but I think the beans were $3.99 a pound. Maybe they were a little bit less than that. Anyways, grand total, $9.76. So I feel super good about that. I came out of the store, they had someone was waiting in the car, carrying all this stuff. Like, I don't know if you can see, like these carrots have really, these were sticking out of my arm. I was trying to juggle everything. And I was grinning like a maniac. I was so happy to have all of the things that I wanted in stock. Great deal on the radishes. And man, these are nice. These are nice local radishes. Very happy. And the very last store that we have items from, you know what? I didn't really show how nice these grapes were. I'm really excited about these. It was a great price, but they are in amazing shape. Red grapes are my favorite. Seedless red grapes are my favorite. I'm actually going to have one right now because I want to. So good. Those are on sale for till Wednesday. So if this video comes out and you're in Nova Scotia, specifically Canada, I'm pretty certain that Sobeys is pretty standard with their stuff. They're really good grapes. Highly recommend. But my last thing that I want to talk about is the items that I got from Flashfood. So you see my bag. So I got a Flashfood bag and I haven't actually unboxed it yet. So this is going to be fun for me to see everything together. It was $5. And of course I got this creamy dill pickle. It's like a slaw. Creamy dill pickle slaw kit. This was $3. I don't know how much a creamy dill pickle slaw kit would be regular, but I thought $3 was very interesting. And what I really like is that it shows this slaw kind of on top of burgers. Well, those look like pulled pork. But I was thinking, you know, long weekend and all, burgers, that kind of stuff, that we'd be able to make this slaw and kind of mimic this. So we'll see how messy that is. I get these ideas sometimes and they may not turn out. But let's get this bag open. Let's see what's all in here. Okay, I'm peeking in and I obviously forgot that the Flashfood, because you see a picture of it when you buy it, but I forgot what everything was. So I had forgotten that I had already bought radishes, and I just bought radishes at Avery, but that's fine. Let me put this little bag out. So here we have romaine lettuce. Okay, great. And radishes. All right, so keep in mind this was a $5 bag. Ooh, oh my goodness. Okay, there's a red onion in here. What is this little thing? What's this? Hello, my name is Veronica. I made your produce box today. If you love it, please scan this QR code and fill out the survey and mention my name and rate your experience. And I will receive 5,000 PC points. Okay, well, I'll definitely do that, Veronica, so you can get your PC points. This is an awesome box. Bag. Look at that. Okay, so we've got apples. We've got a red onion. We've got green peppers. We've got a yellow pepper, but this probably is some kind of a hot pepper. Hot. And I see just a regular red pepper. Oh, more green peppers. Okay, so there's 4 green peppers. Now, what's this? Oh, that looks hot. That looks like that would be very fiery hot. I'm going to get everything and lay it out here. Very exciting. That is totally worth $5. Okay, really, really super exciting. 4 green peppers, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 apples, 1 red onion, 1 very hot pepper, 1 probably a hot pepper, some radishes, a red, an orange, and a yellow sweet pepper, and romaine lettuce. So not a romaine heart, just an actual romaine lettuce. $5. Absolutely phenomenal. I'm stoked. I only spent what did I spend again? $57.51. Yes, I know I redeemed points, but still. So that's 3 steaks, 2 packages, And they're 1 pound packages of lean ground pork, 5 pounds of mussels, plus all of the rest of this stuff. Yeah, super exciting. I love this. I love doing this. This makes me so happy. You want to know a funny little story? My parents are staying here this weekend, and they were at my sister's house for a while, and they got there. My sister was in town just finishing up her grocery shopping, and she got home maybe 6 or 7 minutes after they arrived. And so she brought in all of her groceries, and my mother was so impressed with my sister's grocery shopping. I had to call my sister up and say, Mom keeps telling me like how phenomenal your grocery shopping was. Anyways, must run in the family. Good job. Good job, Elena. I just brought the handsome one in here to show him this Flashfood score, like everything that was in here. I was so excited. And he said, can I tell you a secret? And I was like, what? He said, I already ate one of the apples. I said, what do you mean you ate one of the apples? He said, I was really hungry the day that you asked me to pick that up when I was in town. So I peeked in the bag and I saw the apples and I really wanted one and I was hungry. So I ate one. So there was actually 11 apples in this Flashfood purchase. Even better. I asked him if he would say that on the video and he said no. He didn't want to say it. Thanks so much for tuning in this week. I hope that you thought that I got as many great deals as what I thought that I did. I think we did really fabulous. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you would do so. It does help me. Like, share, comments, they help me as well. So share, share, share. Let me know your thoughts and have a fabulous holiday. See you on Friday.